It's a LD5 Rakuni that puts bombs on things. 5 units out, already no shortage of LDs, 2 speed leads, which means both okay, so the player on the left-hand side is like, I'm fine with taking turn 2. I've got ZENISEK here. By the way, I did reread her passive, and it's not as good as I initially thought. It's not a, well, you'll see in a second. You'll see in a second, because I'm sure we're going to see it. Okay, increased cool times. Let's see, we got the parting gift, but ZENISEK moves and cleanses the 2-turn sleep right off. Not bad. Let's see if she gets, well, she's got the, she doesn't have access to her skill 2 just yet because it was cooled down. Cooled down. However, if we take a look when she gets her turn, in a second, or 5 seconds, or whatever, let's see what she cleanses. Let's see. Alright, graceful touch, just skill 1. Cleanses nothing. Cleanses nothing. Wait a second. I thought she was like a Rakuni that has bombs. She cleanses things from units that have inability effects. So if things don't have inability effects, they don't get cleansed. So they need to have... It's not all harmful effects. It's not like Rakuni, and it doesn't heal them. It's just... It's if they have inability. So it's a situational unit. It's a situation, it's a Rakuni, but it's situational, and you just can't pick it all the time because it's going to cleanse everything. Player on the left-hand side has just decided they're not even going to contest turn 1. They're just like, I'm just going to take turn 2. Doesn't matter. I'm going to take turn 2 regardless. All right, let's see what winds up happening. It's the famous catchphrase that I've decided to somehow make famous in my imagination. So, gets the defense break there. Let's see if they can actually finish that Zaratu off before he violent procs. That's always the question. But remember, this needs to be, something needs to be CC'd for her to actually activate her passive. Man, that's such a bummer. That's really such a bummer. Rakuni doesn't need anything. Rakuni's just like, I'll do it regardless, and heal as well. And she's like, no, I need something to be slept or stunned, otherwise I'm not doing anything. Right now she's not going to cleanse that off. Well, I mean, she's not going to cleanse it off because she's going to be dead, but even if she wasn't dead, she still wouldn't have cleansed it off. Man, I don't know why they made that the skill. GG. If they picked Rakuni, would they have won that? Okay, I don't know that they... Well, they do have CCs. They do have CCs. I was gonna say I don't know if they read the skills correctly, but Artemiel will CC, Diana will CC, Wusa can also CC with skill 1. Do they actually land? Yep. Okay. An additional turn. Well, at least the match... At least we'll know what happens quickly, I suppose. They're going after the Wusa. Okay, she's going to cleanse it off now. There we go. Hey, we can actually see it doing what it's supposed to be doing. Fantastic. Not going to cleanse it off unless it's slept. Or stunned. So let's see. Oh, Dominic didn't get his thing. Didn't get Oblivioned. Doesn't cleanse because nothing CC'd. Tessarian is not CC, and now it's gonna cleanse, but it's not gonna be enough. Yeah, so it's just dead before anything could get cleansed. I gotta think, would Rakuni just be better in these instances? It's the brand. It doesn't strip anything, so I mean, it can strip here. Possibly with the Bulwark, but I mean, I'm not really seeing her do anything crazy. By the way, it's kind of the beginning of season, so if you're seeing these people at C1 right now, that doesn't mean that they're going to finish at C1. That means that they're just happen to be C1 right now because it's beginning of season. So let's see. There's not a whole lot of CC on that team that they really need to be too worried about ZENISEK. The only, I mean, there's CC here with the Moor, but that's the only thing that's That's a win for Vivachel. That's not like a ZENISEK did amazing stuff there. They didn't I mean, the bomb is okay. But her passive really isn't going to do too much now. And the bomb gets resisted anyway. Yeah, well, okay, now it, well, she's not going to move, is she? She dies. She comes back. Juno's going to get cleansed. Well, Juno's not going to, because Juno's going to move first. So, yeah. Additional third, okay. Really not anything crazy. She's going to die again. Okay. Nothing is CC'd. She's just, I feel like she's just a dead pick here. Because, like, what did she do that was really like, wow, she changed the course of the entire match? I gotta think that I would have preferred so many other units in that spot. This is the brand new pay-to-win LD5. Well, does it, some people could just summon whatever, right? Doesn't necessarily mean that everyone that has them spent, everyone that has ZENISEK spent money, but... ZENISEK didn't really do too much there, in my opinion. This should be an exciting one. We get to see Zabala versus ZENISEK. None of the LD5s get banned out on opponent's side. So, capture. That did quite a lot of damage. Let's see how strong ZENISEK... Well, ZENISEK is actually going to do some stuff here. Because, unless she dies. But she's actually going to... she's actually going to cleanse a little bit, at least. From the CC. From Zabala. Okay, there we go. Horse Rider Puppet. Cursed Apple. Doesn't get the bomb. RNG at its finest. And reduce the cooldowns. I feel like I would just always prefer Zabala. I feel like I would always prefer Zabala to all of the other puppet masters, puppeteers anyway. Like, that's gonna be great when things are stunned again, but I mean, aside from that, what did ZENISEK do? It didn't really, I mean, a little cleanse and a bomb that she missed. So far, been kind of disappointing. Not quite as good as I was expecting. I think at this point, we're gonna have to start calling her ZENISEK soon. Maybe some of you might already be calling her ZENISEK. But she just hasn't been doing, I mean, again, that's, I think that when we first, Praha doing fantastic. So she cleansed there. Praha got stunned, and ZENISEK cleansed the Praha. So, is she going to be able to cleanse? She's not going to be able to cleanse Molong. Molong moves first. Praha's going to move first here, so she's not going to be able to cleanse either of those units, unfortunately. And Praha's down, and they just concede after that. So, if that was Rakuni instead of ZENISEK, that would have cleansed the... Hold on, I'm trying to think. That would have cleansed the Praha. Praha would be alive. They would have to go for something else, and this would be a different story. The match would still be going on. If that was not ZENISEK. Plenty of CC on the right-hand side. We got the ZENISEK, we got Abellio, who's going to cleanse himself. We got Wind Monkey, who doesn't need to get turns to do things. And we have Xiao, who is going to just keep increasing her attack gauge regardless. However, so they get stunned. However, all this attack gauge decrease. ZENISEK will do nice things as soon as she gets attack gauge. Does she get attack gauge? She still doesn't have it. And she just dies before she gets attack gauge, before she can even cleanse anything. All turn 2 passives on the left-hand side, and then they're going for kind of a control cleave kind of thing on the right-hand side. Not really as much of a cleave, more of a control, because unless Shungpung doesn't do, or unless Shungpung does skill 2 first right here, which he doesn't, he just does skill 3, and they go for Blade Slaughter, they could have done the skill 2 defense break into all that damage. But it looks like only one unit on the enemy side is on Despair. Shungpung is obviously on Violent. And then the Moor and the Jogun are looking like they're on Swift. So she's dead already. She didn't really get to do too much. As long as she moves after the things that are stunned. She doesn't, and she needs to actually, like, the other things need to be stunned. Like, I don't know why I would choose her versus something else. Also, like, I mean, she has a bomb. Rakuni wouldn't have a bomb, but it doesn't really look like the bombs were landing very, I mean, that's just RNG, right? That's just Summoner's War. But I can't imagine that I would be like if I had her, I don't know that I would really use her. Like I know I complain sometimes about Celia. Celia is more useful than this unit because Celia actually like she can do things, especially against Masha. Celia is pretty decent against Masha, but yeah, this is. There was only one unit on there that was on the spare, and again, if her attack gauge is decreased so that the stunned unit wakes up from stun before she can do anything, she's not gonna wake up from stun. So, because she doesn't have any like attack gauge increase or anything like that. First pick, Ragdoll, right out the gate, also happens to have a Gianna. Well, this is Summoner's War, so of course, and Sonnet. Last pick, of things that you weren't expecting to see today. Last pick, Sonnet. All right, let's see. Let's see this Sonnet showcase. All right, a couple things are stunned. So she's actually going to be pretty decent here. Look at that. She cleansed up the Vertiheal. Vertiheal got a turn, increased the attack gauge of everything else. If something would have Violent procced, that could have been very useful. So we actually got to see her do something that she's got to be on attack power. She's got to be on it. She took so much damage from that. She must have been like speed attack or speed attack HP to try to get the maximum value out of those bombs. So final verdict, I gotta say, I'm a little bit disappointed in her. She is a brand new LD5 Puppeteer. She should be better than average. She doesn't have to be OP. I would just expect, maybe I shouldn't expect anything from Comp2S, but I would expect her to be above average. And I feel like based on what we saw today, most of them were losses. It was just losses and losses and losses. It was like LD5s, especially brand new, very rare ones, should help people win. That's my thought maybe it's a crazy thought process, but if she's not helping, and I mean, she helped a little bit, we really didn't see her do anything amazing aside from kind of cripple the people that were using her. I feel like if we saw Rakuni or Molly or Josephine in the spot where she was, we probably would have seen some more wins by those players. So anyway, that's just my thoughts on her. Good old ZENISEK. I'm sure she'll get buffed in a balance patch and be super OP a year from now. So get excited for that. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I will see you as always in the next one.